Jai Hind friends, and welcome to our YouTube channel All Purpose Tutorials. As you can see, this is our daily current affairs video, and I'm going to tell you the current affairs of 26 September 2020, that means of today, in this video. So let's start. Jai Hind दोस्तों. So first of all, starting with the defense news. India, US, Japan, Australia hold meet on Indo-Pacific under Quad framework. India rejects China's push at military talks on Ladakh standoff to start disengagement from south bank of Pangong TSO, said sources. Al-Qaeda in Indian subcontinent only, capable of small-scale regional attacks, said US official. DRDO completes key process relating to Pinaka rockets, launchers and related equipments. Now, some national news. PM Narendra Modi to address UNGA General Debate on Saturday. PM Modi is scheduled to address the United Nations General Assembly UNGA for the general debate as the first speaker in the forenoon of Saturday. He will speak in the 75th session of General Assembly on September 26. The academic session 2021 for the first year students will commence from November 1. 2020 stated the Student Grants Commission UGC in its latest guidelines. The UGC has directed the educational institutions to complete merit entrance based admission process by October 2020. Kerala won the United Nations Interagency Task Force Award for its outstanding performance in controlling non-communicable diseases like cancers, heart attacks, chronic respiratory diseases and diabetes. UP Minister Nand Gopal Gupta, Nandi, found COVID positive, goes into home isolation. Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change Prakash Javadekar has announced sanctioning of 670 electric buses in Maharashtra, Goa, Gujarat and Chandigarh under phase 2 of the FAME India scheme. Indian Institute of Technology IIT Delhi, the conducting body of the examination, has released a detailed standard operating procedures SOPs and COVID-19 advisory for students, confirming that no candidates would be denied permission to appear for the examination. Former Atomic Energy Commission Chairman Dr. Shekhar Basu dies at 65. Reserve Bank of India released Cyber Security Vision Framework for Urban Cooperative Banks UCBs. The Apex Bank has taken 4 different guiding principles in order to formulate the framework. Kannada film comedian Rockline Sudhakar passes away at 65. The Income Tax Department today launched faceless income tax appeals. Under faceless appeals, all income tax appeals will be finalized in a faceless manner under the faceless ecosystem, with the exception of appeals relating to serious frauds, major tax evasion, sensitive and search matters, International Tax and Black Money Act. Surface to surface Prithvi 2 missile test fired at night in Odisha. Nuclear capable missile has range of 350 km. Voting for Bihar Assembly elections will be held in 3 phases on October 28, November 3 and November 7. in one of the biggest elections globally during the COVID-19 pandemic, followed by counting of votes on November 10, the Election Commission announced on Friday. Farmers shouted slogans and blocked roads in several parts of the country Friday, protesting against the three agri-marketing bills passed recently by Parliament. Political parties will now have to mandatorily publish details of candidate with criminal cases on party websites and social media platforms and provide reasons for their selection so that voters can make an informed choice. Legendary Indian singer S.P. Balasubramaniam breathed his last on Friday afternoon at 1:04 p.m. after a long battle with COVID-19. He was admitted to Chennai's MGM Healthcare Hospital on August 5 after developing mild symptoms of the deadly novel coronavirus. S.P. Balasubramaniam has sung songs in Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Hindi and Malayalam movies. In fact, he has recorded over 40,000 songs in 16 Indian languages reportedly. The singer has been showered with several awards and honors in his illustrious singing career. Actor Rakul Preet, who was interrogated by the Narcotics Control Bureau (NCB) on Friday in the ongoing Bollywood drug probe, has named four top actors and producer Karan Johar's aide in her statement. India has scaled a historic peak in the fight against COVID-19 with 14,92,409 tests conducted in the last 24 hours. The cumulative tests have touched nearly 7 crore. The country's coronavirus count now stands at 58,18,571, while the death toll has mounted to 92,290. Of the total cases, 47,56,165 have been successfully treated, while one case has been migrated from the country. Now, some international news. Senior military commanders from India and China have agreed to not add more troops along the fast militarizing line of actual control in Ladakh. India, Australia, Japan, US hold consultation on Quad. The Quad consultation at the level senior officials of the member countries India, Australia, Japan and United States was held virtually on Friday to discuss regional and global issues of common interest. Pakistan effected demographic change by reducing and driving real Kashmiris out, India said at UNHRC. India has called Pakistan nursery and epicenter of terrorism, while exercising right of reply at the ongoing 45th Human Rights Council meeting in Geneva. India said that the world doesn't need lessons on human rights from a country which has been known as nursery and epicenter of terrorism. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar participates in special ministerial meeting of CICA Conference on Interaction and Confidence Building Measures in Asia. The East India Company, which once owned India, now East India Company is owned by an Indian entrepreneur named Sanjeev Mehta. The company was founded in 1600 to import spices, tea and exotic items to Europe from India. Now some world news. North Korea expressed regret on Friday for having shot dead a South Korean man to prevent the spread of coronavirus. UN Britain to co-host a Globe Climate Summit on December 12. Myanmar extends international flight suspension till October 31 in view of the rapidly rising cases of coronavirus in the country. Nobel Prize winners to get $110,000 more as prize money increased. The largest Christian Human Rights Association of Bangladesh, the Bangladesh Christian Association BCA, has asked the government of Pakistan to repeal the controversial blasphemy law. It pointed out that a Pakistani Christian named Asif Parvez was given the death sentence by the Sessions Court Lahore in September for misusing his phone to send a derogatory message. Legendary French singer Juliette Gréco dies at 93. Now, some sports news. As you all know that yesterday was the match of Chennai Super Kings and Delhi Capitals, and Delhi Capitals has beaten Chennai Super Kings by 44 runs. The score of Delhi Capitals was 175 with 3 wickets, and the score of CSK was Chennai Super Kings was 131 with the loss of 7 wickets, and Delhi Capitals won by 44 runs. Now the USD, the rate of USD today is 73.70 rupees for $1. The rate of GBP is 93.64 in Tezpur, Assam. The rate of gold is 50,940 rupees for 10 gram. The rate of silver is 60,370 per kilogram. The rate of petrol is 85.16 per liter, and the rate of diesel is 78.74 rupees per liter. The rate of LPG cylinder is 14.5 kg for 673.9. Thanks for watching this video, and as you all know that it is a daily current affair video, so please share it as much as possible, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel, and also stay tuned to our channel to get all the daily current affair video, because we are going to upload daily one video on daily current affairs. And again, thanks for watching this video.